This is Melanie Wilkinson with YorkNewsTimes.com. We are at the Boone County Fairgrounds in Albion, Nebraska, where a large group of people are gathering. This is the DEQ hearing that the state has been planning for. Tonight's the night that everyone on both sides of the fence regarding the Keystone XL Pipeline will have a chance to voice their opinions. There are many people here who say that they are against the route. They're very concerned about their properties. They say that yes, it was moved, the original route was moved, but they say it wasn't far enough. They say that it's still in sandy soil. There's many that still question the safety. And at the same time, there's a lot of people here from TransCanada and the Keystone Project who say that this will be the safest pipeline ever created, that this pipeline will bring jobs and much needed revenue to the state of Nebraska. There are union members, construction workers. There's a lot of people with a lot of opinions and a lot of passion. We had an opportunity to talk with some of them.
I told my husband and they were going to put the pipeline on us, and they did. And instantly I went to war and spent every waking hour and every hour I was supposed to be sleeping fighting the pipeline. Wrote everybody I could possibly think of, did everything I could to try to get it moved and make somebody understand and see that this is wrong. We're still in sandy soil. On my place alone, it was going to cross every possible water source I had. There was no way it was not going to contaminate it. We finally got it moved off of us, and now it's 2 miles away. No different territory. It's all the same. Same sand, same aquifer underneath it.
And I was real excited when they said, TransCanada said that they would bypass the sandhills. Mm-hmm. And then the route changed, and then it went north of Atkinson onto me and my husband's land, and I'm thinking, not again. Our soil is sandy. The water just seeps right through it. It won't stay there, and any kind of toxic chemicals is going to sink into our aquifer.
And there's also things about the social impacts of something like this where people feel like they're powerless, and it shapes their views of social institutions. It shapes their views of government. And so if people feel like they're powerless and they don't have a voice,
it'll help reduce the price of energy, and it'll help America to become more economic, provide more jobs, and the additional energy coming into our country will just help our economy that much more too. So there's no reason to not build this pipeline.
I grew up in Omaha. I've lived in Omaha most of my life. I've also lived in other oil companies like Dallas, Texas for a number of years, and so I can see from both sides the advantage, economic and in every other way, for this country and for all of the people that it affects.
We talk with a lot of business owners along the route of the first Keystone Pipeline. You'll find out that a majority of them, a super majority of them, are very, very happy about the pipeline. Situations where workers were in their towns, buying their gas, buying their groceries, buying the stuff at the convenient marts, and also the hotels and just local businesses. Construction workers are usually part of the middle class, and construction workers in the middle class usually spend money, which is good for any economy.
Some landowners have been fighting this fight for 5 years, some 3, some are brand new to it. And so I'm always inspired by the spirit that they continue to bring to this fight. They are fierce defenders of their land and fierce defenders of their family's legacy. And we're not just at hearings, that's the good thing. We have a strong legal case behind us. Not only are we challenging this entire process in court, LB 1161, but we also have landowners signed up to a new legal landowner group, and they are going to serve as a block and serve as a big, huge obstacle for TransCanada to try to overcome, all while we're telling President Obama his climate legacy is at stake. And so he needs to decide if he's going to actually go down a path of clean energy or if he's going to allow an export pipeline to risk our land and water.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My heart beats good this evening to see our neighbors to the south of the land I come from. I come here this evening with one heart, one mind, one commitment, is to stand and be honored to stand beside our neighbors to the south to stop this pipeline. To me, It was another slap in the face to my people, the treaty tribes, that XL did to us without respecting or honoring our treaty grounds, our sacred grounds, our burial sites. We also have tribal ranchers and farmers, and also neighboring farmers and ranchers that are here with us this evening. We only have one mother, that is Mother Earth. So we all have to become one to stop this 18-mile snake from boring itself into our mother and spitting black venom, this tar sand, into the Oglala Aquifer and other sacred waters. We have to look at the future generations, even to the unborn. Water is life. I noticed this evening of some people that had I think there's a sign there, it had yes to the pipeline so America could work. How can people work without good water to drink? 90% of our body is water. We have a treaty with the United States of America, 2 treaties. We also have land here in Nebraska. We have to say no to this pipeline. We have to oppose it. I come with the voice of other treaty tribes also. We have resolutions of support opposing this pipeline. It is going to desecrate Mother Earth. And in that treaty, the 1868 treaty, this land was supposed to be used for undisturbed use, except to live on it and protect it. The corn won't grow if Mother Earth isn't protected. The trees won't grow if Mother Earth is not protected. Our children and their children and their children will not grow unless we protect their water. The water that we drink today, our future generations are going to drink one day. Water nourishes all living things, from the four-legged to the winged ones to the trees to us two-legged. We must protect her.
Now the testimony went on for hours. Now the case will be handed over by the DEQ to Governor Heineman with their report. The governor will be able to make a recommendation regarding the project and its route. Ultimately, the decision about where this pipeline will be located and if it will be located will be up to the President of the United States. Again, this is Melanie Wilkinson with YorkNewsTimes.com.